Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul, EastXTwitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hey guys.
He's here against his will. And Brandykatz off to the side.
Hello.
And we are streaming the Astro City Mini. This is a mini arcade cabinet produced by Sega. It has 37 built-in games. And yeah, Javors mentions this mini arcade cabinet costs $130, which I think is a good value for the number of games you get and just what it is. We got 37 games here. Is there a sorting option? That's what I'm wondering. Let's see, you can use left and right to look at different screenshots of each game that you pick, which is a nice option. Let's see, settings. You'd think there'd be a sorting option, but I feel like the Mini V, which we actually streamed a few months back, did have a way to sort games differently, but I'm not seeing it here, so maybe there's not. Anyway, let's hop right into a game. We'll start with Flicky, which was released in arcades by Sega in 1984. Weren't you just being born around then, Tyler?
I was not even born. Flicky outdates Tyler.
That's not hard to do based on how I understand your dates usually go. So we'll pop in some points. So, and hi, Ima, thank you for joining us. Ima says he's been to Mount Olympia. That's very impressive. So let's go ahead and start. Flicky, what is this? This is sort of like Mappy, Mappy from, who made that? Namco? Yeah. So you're a bird running around and there's cats chasing you and you're collecting all the other birds and taking them somewhere?
I've played this or something similar. I mean, this is a very similar. A lot of games have kind of borrowed this style.
Agreed. And one reason I wanted to show it off, well, I wanted to start with an older game before you work up to newer ones. But also, Flicky, this character, has appeared in other Sega games. Oh, Yep, I didn't see that guy. He's appeared in some of the Sonic games for sure, like Sonic 3D Blast. And so he was a bit of a mascot character for a while. Like, he was never an important mascot, but he did pop up now and then.
It looks like the birds that pop out of the capsules in the Sonic boss levels or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. So I don't know if those birds are actually supposed to be him or not, but in Sonic 3D Blast, they are they're explicitly Flickies. Yeah, I'm playing with an arcade stick right here. The official Astro City arcade stick. So I'm carrying a little hammer around. Oh, I see. When you have a hammer, you can jump and hit a cat with it. So that's cool. This would be good for a darker player who thinks the worst of cats.
Yeah, he likes to beat up animals and stuff.
It's just
well, he's stealing the birds. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Galadrius.
Hello.
I mean, he's
Tyler was
stealing the
just
bird.
talking about you. He's
Really?
stealing them?
Well, I mean, you know, when the cat jumps down, he keeps like two of the birds. You see, look, this happened.
Rude.
He interrupts your flow of
crap.
birds.
It certainly does, and you get more points for turning them all in at once. So that's what I'm... Oh, great. A cat just spawned out of the wall. Hey, there's you and Brian. So let's check out Space Harrier. When we did, what was it, the Genesis Mini 2, we did Space Harrier 2, the Genesis version of that. Let's see what this one's like.
Like
Digitized voice. Yeah, welcome to the fantasy zone, he said. This game has really catchy music. How do I fly? Oh, that's right, it has airplane controls. Tyler, you would love that.
Wait.
Oh god, no.
Inverted.
Yep.
Although, third-person inverted I have a lot harder time with.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you remember, Tyler, what do you think the first inverted game you played was? Like the one that messed you up for life?
Yeah, I don't know. That would have had to be on N64, right?
You would think so. Unless it was a PS1 game that you might have played or something.
No. Star Fox.
Well, I mean, those are flight games. And technically, you're flying in this too, so I guess it makes enough sense to have inverted.
What about Pilot Wings?
I didn't play it, but possibly that has inverted.
Yeah, because that has a flight thing in there. A couple of them, actually. And I believe
Well,
they use
maybe,
inverted
well,
as
probably GoldenEye. I played a lot of GoldenEye and probably just stuck with the default control scheme.
Do you see what Darker Player just said? Take that back, Darker Player.
Dogs are better than cats. Yeah, I like dogs better than cats too.
Oh man, we don't allow that anti-democratic speech around here, Tyler.
I will say this, though. He brings up an interesting question. What game out of this mini arcade console should be remade for today's console? And I already said Golden Axe Revenge of Death at it.
That would be wonderful. But Space Harrier here, you know, there's Space Harrier 2 that people are familiar with, but they made like a really fancy 32-bit or 64-bit one for arcades. It's never been released on anything, never
You're
ported
talking
to
about
anything.
Planet Harriers.
Yeah, and it's a shame. Like that, why not port that? It's just leaving money on the table. Like they spent so much money developing it, and then they never chose to make any extra money by allowing people to buy it at home. It's just silly.
You know, I put a sign in my arcade with the Planet Harriers marquee.
Rad, that's fun.
I like it, yeah.
Sperry would like some Golden Axe too. Yeah, we're going to check out some Golden Axe in just a little bit. So this has been Space Harrier. It is still fun and really nice looking game with great music.
I like the dragon. It does look nice.
Let's look at original Wonder Boy real quick, which was Galadrius. You want to tell the story about Wonder Boy and Adventure Island? Do you know it?
Yeah, well, let me look up the details, but I know there's a Wonder Boy collection coming out pretty soon, and it's got this game on it.
Yeah, really nice collection coming out, so that's a fair point to mention.
So, yeah, I mean, originally what it was, I believe, the original of Hudson's Adventure Island. It was a side-scrolling game released for the Famicom and MSX in 1986, and Sega licensed out, like, Wonder Boy. They recalled it Wonder Boy for arcade.
Yeah, same game.
Yeah, pretty much. And then after that, like, Sega took a different direction with its Wonder Boy games to more adventure titles, while the Adventure Island series continued with 3 more games for NES, the Super Nintendo one, the TurboGrafx one. Actually, no, there were 2 Super Nintendo ones. And TurboGrafx. So that series, we haven't seen too much lately, but, you know, it's a fun adventure series.
At least NN is giving it some re-releases, the Wonder Boy series, that is.
Yeah.
And I just died.
NN Games is releasing a Wonder Boy collection. Ow! Maybe don't run into rocks.
Yeah, really. Yeah, no, I'm very out of practice. But there is a version of this on Switch and PC, I think, and we streamed we streamed the Switch version of it a while back. So the original is real clunky compared to all the sequels. Like the sequels greatly expand on it quality-wise. Also, there was a really beautiful Japanese 2.5D remake of this, like totally different from the Switch one. And by the way, that Switch one, now that I think about it, it's probably not 3D at all. It's probably just 2D. I could be wrong. But the
it's got
GameCube
hand-drawn style. Yeah, it's got hand-drawn style.
Gotcha. Yeah, but the GameCube one is truly 2.5D and it has like extra features and stuff, and it's super good. But it was only released in Japan, so a lot of people never got to play that.
What's this game called?
Ah, dang it, Wonder Boy.
Oh.
And also, there's a
band.
band.
About it. It was what, Adventure Island on NES.
Yeah, exactly. Same game, but with a different character, because Sega licensed the game, but not the character. And that.
Yeah, I mean, in the Wonder Boy games, it was always about this kid, but in the Adventure Island games, it was Master Higgins.
That's true. And in Japan, he was called Takahashi Meijin, and he was actually based on a real person.
And he was actually on the Sega Saturn he was on Sega Saturn as well. He was a bonus character in Saturn Bomberman.
Yeah, which was neat. I liked playing as him in that. Let's give Alex Kidd a quick shot. The arcade version of Alex Kidd. Ever heard of this series, Tyler?
Yeah, I played one of the Alex Kidd games that was on PlayStation.
Hey, look at that awful default controls.
PlayStation Extreme.
You know, fun fact, Quartet
Really?
2 wasn't really a sequel. It was just a 2-player version of the original Quartet.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
what it is, they condensed it to be with 2 players. Otherwise, Quartet had 4.
That makes sense. And wow, this doesn't seem to have an option to change the button, because look at this awful button layout. Jump on the left and attack on the right. That's a sin. But anyway, we'll play it for a minute.
On those Nintendo Switch games with the buttons that have set up, you know, you want to jump on the left. You know, it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird being like that.
Tyler.
To be on the right, so you can hold run with your left.
Yeah.
You can do it the same way.
Yeah, I
on
mean,
the
Super Mario Brothers established, like, cemented it that you need to be able to hold run on the left and jump on the right. Oh, yeah. I keep pushing the wrong button. I'm so silly. That's how opposed I am to this control layout.
You can't even change it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like you can. The Astro City Mini V, which was released later, and that's like almost all shoot 'em ups, that one does let you change the controls, and it has better menus and stuff. So it's like they did a better job.
On that already?
Yeah, I apologize.
Well, he ran into the hole twice trying to push.
I cannot handle these controls, but I'm gonna try one more time.
It's weird because like Nintendo still does that, where the approve button is on the right side, right? Like the action button or whatever.
Yes, they do that, which is not great, but
it's also stupid. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now I can shoot. That's better. At least I've got a way to shoot now. So Alex Kidd was the first... that's a W. Why would a W be a bad guy? Like, I don't even expect it to be an enemy.
Well, it said bow or bow or something. But you killed
Wow.
me.
Yeah, it's just wow. Watch out for the wow.
It's a lot easier than Miracle World.
Is it really?
Yeah, Miracle
Oh, that's
World
the-
will get you alive.
The fancy remake?
Yeah. No, the Master System version.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one does say bow, like you said, Tyler. Ah!
This is, yeah, bow wow. Oh, see, it's a dog shooting at
Ah, dang it. Stop falling in holes, Paul.
you. See? Darker player's favorite, the dog, and Paul hates him. Too bad you don't shoot him.
That dog is a jerk.
Kill the dog.
Yeah, this particular dog is a jerk. Thank you.
Ow, wow.
Yeah, so Alex Kidd was the actual first Sega mascot. Like, he appeared in Master System games, he appeared on the Genesis, and he's got big ears. He's kind of an ugly, unattractive character,
Real
so
ugly.
he's like, yeah, he's a weird mascot. But I guess he makes more sense in Japan.
I did like Shinobi World on Master System. That was a fun Alex Kidd game.
That sounds cool. Yeah, so it's inspired by Shinobi, but you're playing as this guy, right?
You got shots now.
Yes.
That shot upgrade is like, you
Be
can't
a
die
big
after you get
shot.
that if you want to have a chance.
Uh-oh, I ran out.
Looks like a monkey.
They're only temporary. Yeah, he does look like a monkey. I think the very first Alex Kidd, if I remember the story, like, was supposed to be a Dragon Ball game. So he was supposed to be like Goku. Kid Goku, not Dragon Ball Z. And then Sega didn't get the license. Like, either they lost it or they just couldn't get it. So then they just made him into this monstrosity. I was hoping there'd be a boss or something. Do you think there's a boss at the end? Ah. Challenging game, a lot of stuff to it. But anyway, let's try something else that's a little more intuitive, because I can't stand the controls. And Shinobi, I heard Shinobi. Let's give Shinobi a quick look. This was released on the Xbox 360. Did you happen to play that there, Tyler, or anywhere?
It's on Switch, too.
I did play a
Yeah.
little bit of Shinobi somewhere. Isn't it just on the Sega Genesis collections or something?
Yes,
Not the original-
sometimes it gets included.
No, the original arcade did not get a Genesis release. It was on the
sure.
collections, but it did not. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the collections would have, like, other games, like Master System games mixed in, or
Right.
sometimes arcade games.
I think it was like Ultimate Genesis collection.
Shinobi is
Yes,
the
we have it on our arcade one up.
Oh,
the game the kid is playing on Surf Ninjas when he
Really?
on his Game Gear when he can like start controlling things with his. He's like, I thought I was playing Shinobi or something.
That's funny, I've never actually seen Surf Ninjas.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, you
it's
need to. It's great.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Well, once we agreed, Tyler, it's great.
Are you being serious though, Tyler? Or are you being sarcastic?
Oh, it still holds up as like ridiculously corny.
I mean, let's put it this way: the
Ah.
main warlord is played by Leslie Nielsen. from
Yeah.
the Naked
Yeah,
Gun movies.
That's wacky.
And it has a super young, funny Rob Schneider.
Rob
too.
Schneider as a
Probably even before he was on Saturday Night Live.
Before he was a right-wing icon.
before
Yeah.
he became an a-hole. Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, he's not necessarily an icon, but he is a right-wing douche, if I remember correctly.
It's got that kid from the Ninja Turtle 2: Secret of the Ooze.
Yeah, Ernie
Yeah.
Reyes Jr.
Yeah.
And Tone Loc is in it.
yeah.
That's fun. I like
And-
Tone Loc.
And who's the
Uh-oh.
guy?
I like
There's
monkey
another
foaming.
famous guy. Or is that Ernie Reyes Jr.?
That's his dad. Ernie Reyes Senior's in it. too.
Oh, okay.
Huh. That's fun.
Yeah, Surf Ninjas.
Yeah.
is cool.
Oh, Kelly Who's in it. From
Who's that?
Scorpion King. She was in the Scorpion King.
Oh, yeah,
X-Men
she
2.
is in it.
I should have
X-Men 2,
said,
X-Men United.
wait a minute, Kelly who?
No,
That's what I
what?
should have said.
You can go home
Yeah.
for that. Thank you very much.
Doctor Who?
Yeah, that's Dr.
But no,
Kelly who, thank
I'm
you.
telling you right now, the movie is gold just because Leslie Nielsen's trying to be the ultimate evil warlord. It's just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yo, homie
Yeah,
Drew.
it's ridiculous. It has a real
Chicago?
They had a fun sense of humor. The writers were like let's make a kid movie, but like also let's make it really stupid.
And
Ah.
Sega had a deal where the kid had a Game Gear and he could like change fate with the Game Gear.
Yeah.
And
that
they
was
actually
his power.
released Surf Ninja's Game Gear game as a result.
I don't know the Ninja Magic button. How do you do Ninja Magic in this? It's probably C
Should be.
or something.
Yeah.
There we go. Ninja Magic. Check it out. That was always a real highlight in this game. It was
Nice.
like amazing. Ah. But yeah, dodging the fire takes a little practice, which I'm not prepared to do.
But yeah, I mean, the fact that Leslie Nielsen's in it kind of says everything you need to know about this movie. It's
Well,
so bad.
that doesn't seem like good casting for a villain to me, but yeah, it does sound like a fun movie regardless.
Dang, if he hit you,
Well,
it's
it's
like
cheesy.
dead.
You need to watch it.
Let's
You
continue.
need to watch it in the same level as the Double Dragon movie, because that was bad too.
Well, Double Dragon's only bad. Like, there's not much good about it. Although Mark Dacascos and what's his name are in it?
Robert
T1.
Patrick.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it was hilarious in a bad way.
Yeah, and I do own it on Blu-ray. And
I like how you said
actually,
it's completely bad, yet you own it on Blu-ray.
I love Double Dragon, man. But also I have the Rift Tracks version. There we go. We got the boss beat, and he looks like Shredder, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to show off the mini game, the bonus game that comes between levels. It's quite cool. This is iconic.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Yeah. Look at that. First person. There's your fancy 3D graphics, Tyler. Oh, dang. He got
It's
me.
like
Yeah.
Animal or something.
I'm not necessarily good at it, but hey.
Does it do that
Wendy's
between
Italian
every
sandwich right now. Italian chicken sandwich? I'm going to have to try that out. Yes, between every level. Yeah,
I
so
want
anyway,
to try
this...
that Wendy's sandwich that has the mozzarella on
I need to try that too.
Ooh. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. So anyway, guys, a few more quick things to say about Shinobi. Dang it, I should have known he was going to attack low. This spawned a series. Is it Return of... No, it's Revenge of Shinobi. Was a Genesis launch title. Very impressive game graphically. Interestingly, in none of the other games does the character look like this. Like, he's supposed to be the same guy sometimes, but he just looks like a real ninja and stuff like this.
Yeah. But we all know Shinobi 3 was the best one.
Well, Shinobi 3 is super good, and there's also Shadow Dancer, which is quite different, I think.
That's a spin-off. I mean,
Gotcha.
it had a dog. The interesting thing is the arcade and the Genesis versions of Shadow Dancer are completely different.
Yeah, and that is interesting, because usually they'd at least try to have similar levels or something, but no, they're different.
They got a similar concept. You still use the dog the same way. But
That's true.
Yeah, they're different games. And then,
dang
of
it.
course, there was
This part's hard.
Shinobi. There was Shinobi Legions on Saturn, but that had motion graphics. Or no,
Yeah,
what was it?
digitized graphics
Yeah,
and full motion video
digitized.
cinematics. Yeah, and that was actually a cool game. Like, it didn't review well at the time, but I really enjoyed it. And there were a couple of PlayStation 2 ones. They were PlayStation 2 exclusive.
And then there was the 3DS version too.
Oh, was there? I forgot about that.
Yeah, 3DS
Nice.
version was really good.
So let's just hop into Shadow Dancer since we talked about it.
Shadow Dancer. Like the song?
Who's that by? Ooh, look at that.
No idea.
There's your
It's not-
digitized
it's not
graphics. Oh,
You
that's
then
funny.
beat Persona 5 as Royal this week.
So Shadow Dancer is weird because it's a Shinobi game, but it's not Shinobi Shadow Dancer. It's just
Okay.
Shadow Dancer.
So there's not a song called Shadow Dancer, but there is a song called Shadow Dancing, and it's by Andy Gibb.
That's
Oh.
the song, yeah, Shadow Dancing.
Thank you for doing the due diligence that Tyler neglected.
Yeah, well, I try my best.
Would you agree, Tyler? Do you think the character looks worse than in the previous game here?
Yeah, it looks a lot worse.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Detail on the face.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same gameplay style and everything, but just the art style has changed. There's a lot of parallax, which I like, but he looks worse. And he's got a dog, and the dog, it's got its own AI, and it's interesting. So that actually is really cool. I guess you'd approve of that, wouldn't you, darker player?
More dog stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I have double firepower. Yeah, we'll go through a level of this. Oh, congratulations! Human Brian beat Persona 5 Royal. Do you know that our friend Tyler here hasn't even played that?
Nope.
Yeah.
Surely have not.
It's another instance of slacking, if you ask me. Okay, let's go in the door. Stage 1-1, clear. Yeah, so this is actually fun and stuff, even though, like I said, it looks a little worse in some ways. Well. Like a dragon,
Why
Ishin?
you're at an airport?
Oh, I just got stabbed in the back. What'd you say?
Do they tell you why you're at an airport?
Well, I'm disarming bombs. There's bombs around. So, presumably, to spoil terrorists.
Don't
Oh, dang it.
ninjas
Did my dog get killed? Hey, Mongbox. We'll go a little bit
set
more.
bombs, not defuse bombs.
Well, normally, yes, but this guy's a heroic shinobi. He's a good ninja. You know, like the surf ninjas, as we were discussing earlier.
Like
Or
a
the Teenage
dragon
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ishin?
also known as the all-time best ninjas. Look, the dog just jumps up and grabs onto guys, and then they can't attack you. But he gets hurt.
But you can't leave him hanging, though. If you leave him hanging for too long, they'll hurt the dog.
Yeah, that just happened, and now he's only a puppy. Like, what's up with that?
Well, he's trying to grow back.
Does it mean that he died and I now have his... Oh, no. Okay, no, he does grow after you collect a power hub. That's so interesting. Ow, dang it, I still got stabbed in the back. Thunder Force AC. I really like the Thunder Force series of shoot-'em-ups. They're long gone, but they are cool. And this one is available on the Switch also. Rad Mobile? Yeah, it's like Rad Rally.
Encino Man.
Encino Man, that's right. It was Brendan
Yeah, he gives
Fraser's
them
favorite
quarters.
racer.
He says, for Rad Mobile.
Oh,
Yeah, Rad Mobile. Rad Mobile.
interesting reference.
He
I
was
like
playing
this
it in that.
version of the game. It's good.
Definitely is. Yeah, and these games have really great soundtracks too. I have a soundtrack, like a remixed soundtrack, and I still enjoy it to this day. And I've had it for like 20 years.
Wolfie recommends
Ah.
Strikers too.
That is cool. Yeah, Wolfie's a Persona expert, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I love this song that's playing right now. So the Thunder Force series, the first one we got in America was Thunder Force 2 for the Sega Genesis. 3 was also released on Genesis, which this one is based on, but it is different. And then there's Lightning Force. They spelled it Lightning Force. So that's actually Thunder Force 4.
Lightning Force. Like, you go to the lightning department in Lowe's.
There you go. Yeah, or at the, at a hairdresser's place, you go to the lightning chair and get your hair bleached.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there was Thunder Force 5 that was on PlayStation 1, and then there was Thunder Force 6 on PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But next thing you know, you're gonna call me Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler, just stay muted for the rest of the stream, okay? No, I don't mean that.
No.
Who's Tyler? I'm Tyler H1701.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Don't give away my real name on
No,
stream.
you're not. You're Paul.
Persona 5.
You're Paul. Paul.
Oh, man.
Real Paul.
Whose line is it anyway?
Dark
watch it.
6 wants to know what platform P5, the Strikers is on.
What platform what is on?
The
Five
Strikers.
Strikers.
Oh, yeah, it's not on Xbox, is it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I always wished it was a
Switch.
soccer game. Like Persona Soccer. Strikers.
That would be really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
I was
that
actually a
Mega
little bit
Man soccer
excited,
game.
And then I just found out it's stupid.
Aw. So
Stupid
check out
mushroom.
this boss. It's
Oh my God.
it's a kaiju looking thing. Isn't it cool? Ah, dang it. No. Continue.
Right out of
Good.
Godzilla.
Yeah, really neat looking.
Dang, those fireballs come fast.
Yeah, wasn't a lot of time to dodge there.
Oh, PS5, Switch, PC.
Oh, okay. Everything but Xbox. Poor Xbox.
Aw, they try so hard.
Well, they don't try hard enough to get Japanese support, do they?
Nope.
Ah,
You should.
yeah, I mean, they should. They have to spend money on it, and they spend a little every now and then, but they won't consistently do it like they should. Yay, we beat the boss.
I mean, they did get the Persona games in Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah,
So
I mean, well,
there's
they had to pony up for that. Like, it didn't just happen, But, like, just pay them to release every game on it, or at least more of the games. So anyway, that's Thunder Force AC. It is a really cool shoot 'em up. I know I'm not any good at it. It's hard. Let's check out Rad Mobile, which is not meant to be played with a joystick. So this is not the ideal Rad Mobile experience. Wiper, headlight, brake, and accelerate. Look at that. They got brake on the left, too. This is wacky.
Hey, you
We'll
got
do
the
our best.
Jake
wiper.
spelled with the
There's a
P.
button for the wiper. There's a button for the headlight. You've arrived. Next gen.
Yeah, and by the way, there is an arcade 1-up that has the upgraded version of Rad Mobile, which is called Rad... What is it called? Rad Rally, sorry. But Rad Mobile came first, and it was the first game that Sonic the Hedgehog appeared in. Did you know that, Tyler?
No.
This game?
Yes. Yeah, see, look at... Now that I'm playing, do you see him?
Oh yeah, he's hanging up in he's like your little mirror thing.
Yes, and oddly, Rad Rally does not have that, but that is why it's on the arcade 1-up, because they didn't want to have to pay a little extra for this one with Sonic in it.
So did they know they were going to make a Sonic game, and so they just had the character hang there? Like,
Yes, it was just... Yeah, it was a little...
Teaser.
Yeah, I don't know if Sonic was actually supposed to come out first and then he would have shown up in this, but it was just to promote Sonic. And it's neat, and I want one of those for my car now.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good looking game. They're doing this with like, scaling 2D stuff, but it's a cool effect. I mean, it looks fancier than Outrun does. And a lot of people never got to play this, so it's cool that it's on the Astro City Mini. Oh no, I wrecked, and look at that.
Oh
Man,
my
I really
gosh.
banged up the car. Okay, I should try the other buttons. Where's the windshield wipers?
Oh, here
Do
we
they-
go. I found your
uh-oh.
old Sonic
My old Sonic figure?
figure. Well, the one you can hang from the car. I just linked it in the chat.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well that's a very that's a very long link.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, let me
It's
try
okay.
that again.
Yeah,
Well,
don't
it's
forget to
easy.
delete the tracking stuff.
Yeah, everything after the question.
Sorry, my
mark.
bad.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
No, no worries.
That.
So that's Rad Mobile. Now we finally the movie under Encino Man makes sense now, right? Cotton is a series of shoot 'em ups. I actually just reviewed one of them in December, and I have two more. No, actually, I have three more to review. Like there's a bunch of them lately. In Games has been porting them to PlayStation and Switch, and then separately they get ported to PC. And here's the actual arcade original.
Einin.
Do you think it is? It could be, for all I know.
Oh, I don't know, but I just remember we were talking about it last week.
Oh yeah, you're right. I should ask him. So, Cotton. It's about a couple of witches.
It's a weird name.
It is. It's the actual witch's name. You know, it's named after her.
Gotcha.
I don't think there's an anime. That would be really cool, though. Hey, Dark Six. I'm
Is
sorry,
there-
I'm not being
is-
good at watching chat.
Is it tea time?
Tea time. Oh yeah, Cotton really likes this candy called Willows. And then you got this little fairy here. What was her name again? Silk. Silk is the fairy. And there's fancy 2.5D ones, like I said, that have been released on PlayStation and Switch and Steam. So this is, I mean, it's cool to get to go back and see the actual original like this. And wasn't there a TurboGrafx CD version of Cotton? I believe there was.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
Let
my
me
regular
check my
fire button?
TurboGrafx CD encyclopedia.
Ooh, it's going
You
for a
should
pretty
have had
high
that at the
price
ready,
too.
Tyler. No.
Somebody's trying to sell one for $378.
Yeah, it is actually rare, so it's one of the more valuable ones. Not the most valuable, but definitely valuable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Cotton 2 was released on Saturn in Japan, but like I said, Cotton 2 got ported to everything but Xbox recently, so... And some of them are two-player co-op. This one is not. And the actual newest one that I reviewed in December also is not co-op, which is a real shame. These games have good music, and they've usually got pretty good art, and the bosses in particular have a lot of personality to them. Look at that, now I've got two fairies. They're like options in Gradius.
So they're nothing like you.
that's cool. Sad but true. Well, Tyler, if you didn't get to play anything this week, did you watch anything?
I did
Ow.
watch. Well,
Stop
I watched
dying.
one of the two things I was supposed to watch. That's why I didn't want to come on mic because I was going to yell at him.
Friggin' Tyler. Well, he was supposed to watch Last of Us and Night Court. No, it
Oh,
wasn't
I
Night
didn't
Court.
watch either of those.
Yeah, no. Oh, so you watched Velma instead?
Yeah, I watched Velma.
Why would you watch Velma over Last of Us?
I don't know. It's
Because
getting,
he wants to understand what
hated
real
so
suffering
much, I
is.
had to see it. I had to see what was so wrong with it.
All right. Well, then please let us know your impressions.
So it's not nearly as bad as like the internet is making it out to be. You know,
Yeah.
something is really something is
It's
hated.
worse.
Like the internet just jumps all over it. Its problem is that it doesn't have an audience because, like, for like the more liberal people, it's kind of a racist show. There's a lot of like stereotypical race gags, like Family Guy or things like that. You know, it relies on that kind of comedy. That
why
maybe
should-
a little bit more lowbrow. But then like for more conservative people, there's like race swapping. Like 3 of the 4 characters have race swaps, so to them it looks like a SJW show, like a
Plus
woke
lesbians.
show.
Lesbians.
And there's lesbians and all that sort of stuff. So like it doesn't have an audience at all.
Like a clear audience, you mean?
Right. Like each side has obvious reasons to hate it.
Yeah, although, I mean, like, to me it reminds me a lot of the Harley Quinn show, and people do like that show, but I guess for, Harley Quinn is a little less rooted in tradition compared to
Well-
Scooby-Doo. I don't know it.
Here's the problem. The problem is, like, Mindy Kaling was trying to put her influence in the Velma show, and it's pretty noticeable from what I understand. So, if you're
Is she
not
a
a fan
writer?
of Mindy Kaling,
Yes.
yeah, she's a writer. She voices Velma, and the problem is, if you don't like Mindy Kaling, it'll probably turn you right off. And See, a lot of people grew up with classic Scooby-Doo, so that's already against the show. But then you have what Mindy Kaling is doing with the show, and people hate it even more.
Yes,
That's a
I
shame.
like Mindy Kaling, kind of. Like, I mean, she's not my favorite.
But she's
a little
okay.
bit of her goes a long
I like
way.
her in The Office. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Like, her minor character in The Office is really funny.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
She's like one of
very
those
funny.
party guests. You know, you can deal with her for a little while, but if she outstays her welcome, you don't know what you're going to do about it.
Well, I mean, as for us, we thought it was funny and we liked it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not wonderful, but firstly, it's got like a dark horror murder mystery thing going.
Yeah, I
you know,
kind of like that. Like, some of the dark horror and, like, her hallucinations, some of the animation and stuff was kind of cool.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
Creepy.
I'd prefer it if they brought back Matthew Millard, because he did an amazing job of Shaggy.
Well, he did, but now
This
since
Shaggy's
Shaggy in
different.
this is a black character and totally different personality and everything, so it
No.
makes perfect sense why he wasn't cast this time.
Now, can you confirm one thing for me? There's, like, a friend of his, and her name is Scooby.
Not in the 2 episodes that we saw.
Okay, maybe in the 3rd episode. I don't know. I heard that
Yeah,
was
I
kind
don't
of a big controversial thing.
Could be for all I know. But, you know, I told Tyler and I were chatting about it, and I don't care very much about Scooby-Doo. Like, I do like some Scooby-Doo things,
Right.
but I don't care very much. So if they change it a lot from regular Scooby-Doo, that's not a big deal to me. It's fine.
The viewers didn't care for our Velma discussion, so they moved on to Night Court.
I know, they're just dwelling on Night Court. Sorry, guys. Yes,
Yep.
we watched the new Night Court. It's very good. If you like original Night Court, you will definitely like the new Night Court.
Just a heads up, Richard Mole is actually still alive. He's thinking of the actor who played Mac, Charles Robinson. He passed away. And so
Okay.
did Marky Post, and so did Harry Anderson.
Yeah,
that's
Harry,
sad.
Richard
Yeah.
Mole is still alive. He just doesn't act it anymore.
he is
And-
still.
Maybe they'll get him to make a cameo, though, if the show goes on long enough. You know, sometimes
yeah.
people like that
You know
will
what?
just stop by briefly.
The thing that tripped me out about Richard Mole, though, he didn't just do Bull. He starred in a bunch of really crazy 80s movies as bad guy. He was in Sword and the Sorcerer. He was in
House.
The Dungeon Master.
House,
He was in
yeah.
House. Yeah, he was in House. I loved House.
Speaking.
He was terrific in all those movies. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like him. And of course, he's in Batman, the animated series, as Two-Face.
Yep, exactly.
Great version of Two-Face. So here we
And
have...
he was the abominable snowman in the Caveman movie, too.
Oh, I didn't know that. So this is Virtua Fighter, the first 3D... Or the first polygonal fighting game. Sorry. I can't talk tonight.
Oh,
Virtua Fighter
yeah.
Yeah, part 2 is a lot better, but part 1 is the one that's included on here, and it's still a good game. I've never been any good at Virtua Fighter, but
Oh, I guess I was wrong about Richard Mole. He still does some stuff here and there, not as much as he used to, but
Okay,
he
they'll
starred in a
probably-
horror movie called Sleigh Bells.
huh?
And let's see what else. He's got an upcoming documentary, Celluloid Wizards in the Video Wasteland, the saga of Empire Pictures.
Wow, interesting.
Empire Pictures used to be like these really cruddy movies in the 80s, so I
Huh.
can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, he must have been in some of them, I would imagine, or he could have.
I
Been.
don't know if they'll have him back as Bold. That means he's got to shave his head, and I don't think he wants to do that.
Well, I mean, he's old. He could have hair now. You know, like Dan started out with this huge beard in the first episode, and he looked like Dave Letterman. But yeah, the new Night Court. It's on Peacock. It is a sequel to the original. I wouldn't call it a reboot. It's just a sequel. You know, like it takes place after the main character is Harry Stone's daughter. You know, the sets are very close to the original. Like it's supposed to be the same place, and it looks like it. It's a good-looking show, and it's funny.
The only thing that throws me up about Night Court is they use that canned laughter stuff. They don't do a live
Oh yes, I agree. It would be better without the laugh track.
Because
Like laugh tracks are stupid.
The live audience is what made Night Court so great because they were cracking up like crazy. Here it's just so canned, but they're trying. I mean, they're really doing a good job. I like John Larroquette and I like Melissa Rauch. She's great,
Yes,
too.
the two main characters are Harry's daughter Abby, Judge Abby, and him, right? Dan.
Dan Fielding.
Yeah, and they're both great. The new prosecutor, I don't like her so far, but maybe they'll humanize her eventually. Right now, she's just kind of annoying.
Well, I think what it is, you know how like some shows take a while to get started. Like Parks and Recreation took forever. The Office kind of took a season to
Yeah,
get
finally
in.
one.
I think
Yes,
they'll grow
that
on
is true.
us. They'll grow on us.
Yes, and Darker Player mentions it has the same theme song, and it comes on Peacock on Wednesdays, so easy to watch it for free if you have Peacock. Caveman. Yeah, I don't think I ever saw Caveman. Come on, let's get him out. You're going down, Jackie. There's a Virtua Fighter anime, and it's actually coming out on Blu-ray this year, I believe, which is neat. I always wanted to see it, even though it's nothing special, apparently. So let's hop into Dark Edge. I want to see what this game is.
used to play the drunken boxer dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, what was his name? I don't remember. But is it Lau? No, not Lau. But it's an old man. And he was introduced in part 2, if I remember right. Oh, last year was February. Thank you, Brian. I'm sorry I was wrong about that. So, oh, look at this. Dark Edge is a weird 3D fighting game or something.
So I got more questions about Lunar New Year.
Sure, tell
Chinese
us.
New Year. So like, you know how you go to a Chinese restaurant and it's like puts the year if you were born, like your ox if you're 1985 or whatever.
Yeah?
Have you seen that like on little placemats or whatever that they have sometimes?
Yeah, they do.
But that's not totally accurate, right? Because like if you're born in early January of 85, you're probably 1984 or something, right?
True.
Because it's before the Chinese New Year.
True.
Now, tell us about fortune cookies, Tyler.
Oh, I love fortune
Oh, I got beat.
They're good.
But they're not actually invented by Chinese people, I don't think.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they were invented for Chinese restaurants in America. Like, they're not authentic. Could be wrong. And by the way, this game is really cool looking. Like, it's a 3D fighting game, but the characters are 2D sprites. It's wild.
Yeah, this is weird.
It has some nice use of perspective. I don't think this ever got ported to anything, did it, Galadrius?
No, I don't. Not this one.
So that's a cool inclusion.
Did you hear me? Yeah, it did not get ported. No.
Category should be retro.
Yeah, thank you. I'll update that later, Human Brian.
Doesn't it say retro, or is it just the Arabian Magic?
Yeah, the Arabian Magic thing by mistake.
That should say retro.
Yeah, so here's what happened. Right before the stream, I thought I had the Astro City Mini ready to plug in right before the stream, but it turns out it was the V that I had out, and we had to scramble for like 10 minutes looking for the regular one. It was very goofy on my part, but like I really thought it was the regular one because they look so similar. You have to look at it closely to see the difference.
And you got it?
Yeah, Brandy found it. Good job, Brandy. By the way, this enemy is packing heat. Yeah, what a cool game. Like, I wouldn't mind playing all the way through this just to see the artistry of it. It's quite unique. Oh, crap. I would like to know how the special moves work and such, because I have no idea. Oh, and he just broke me, too.
This collection's a lot cooler than some of the other ones we played. It has, like... I don't know, maybe it's just newer games. Is it newer than some of the other collections?
Well, there's a fair number of newer games on it.
It's not just like 100 side-scrolling shooters and stuff.
Yeah, no, that was a problem with the Astro City Mini V, is it's almost all shoot-'em-ups. Like, it's not a great lineup for variety, for sure.
Yeah, there's
but no,
way
this
more
one.
variety for this.
Agreed. And I want to show off a couple of beat-'em-ups soon. One of my favorite genres.
It's even better than some of the Sega collections, because a lot of those, I mean, there's just a lot of
recycled games.
Yeah, and recycled games.
I've done that.
It's hard.
It is hard. For a while, I had Puyo Puyo 4 on the Dreamcast back when it was like a Japanese launch title, and I was pretty good at that one, but it's been years and years. And nowadays we have Puyo Puyo Tetris available on... Part 2 is available on everything. And that game is actually quite good, although the art is better in the classic games. Like, the new art style is pretty cheap, in my opinion. Uh-oh. What can't Brian do?
Something about Twitch.
What am I picking here? Player... No, I don't want to... I don't know what I'm picking. Dottori de... I don't know what I picked.
Something about Twitch Dash?
I think he's talking about being able to change the thing as a mod, but...
Oh, I see, the category. Yeah, since I got that wrong. What a shame. Bad Paul.
It says retro on this little tag.
Yeah, no, I gave it a retro tag, but I didn't actually name it correctly. That was...
Ooh.
Like, category is actually the game name.
Do what Amaranth is doing.
Your best pal, Amaranth?
Yeah. I have suspicion that some of her videos on another website are not actually her, and she's like a body double or something.
Really? Because they don't show her face in them?
Exactly.
I can believe it, because, I mean, like, considering that she's raised some objections to the type of content she's known for, it sounds like she's not that into it.
She's weird. She's definitely weird.
Just let her live her life, Tyler. Why are you always trying to police her body?
Because that's what I'm here for. Body police. Aw, poor
Exactly.
Asian bunny. She bought another bikini that was too small for her body frame.
Oh, man, that's real sad.
Gosh, poor girl. Wasting all this money on little tiny bikinis.
It's hard when you're a woman, Tyler. So I hear. You can't say for sure.
Sometimes they just don't fit. I mean,
Oh crap! Well, hey, I won. So yeah,
She has a big old head.
one thing the Puyo series has always been known for is that you are, like, it's versus. Like, you're playing against the AI or you're playing against a human player. It's almost always like that. And that started with the arcade games. And then these games got ported to Genesis in Japan and Game Gear. And in America, we had Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And on Super Nintendo, they had Kirby's Avalanche or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and what was the first real Puyo game we got? I think it was Puyo Pop for DS, if I remember right. I mean, they still changed the name. They called it Puyo Pop instead of Puyo Puyo, but at least it was really the same characters and all that. Brandy, let's do a quick level of Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder, because I know that's what everybody tuned in for. Where is it?
I've played that game.
Yes, we have the arcade 1-up cabinet of it. So, Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder, guys, is the arcade-exclusive sequel to Golden Axe. It was never ported to anything. The first opportunity to actually own it was the arcade 1-up cabinet that came out a little bit before the Astro City Mini.
Hey, no pulse.
Yo, no pulse, glad you made it. Tyler, you've at least played Golden Axe, haven't you?
Yeah, with the elf.
Well,
He's not
I
an
mean-
elf, he's a
No, the horse
dwarf.
lady. Horse lady.
dwarf, yeah.
Yeah, well, this one has a horse lady, yes. But yeah, the dwarf, Gilius Thunderhead.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
did
there's
you...
that little-
Gilius Thunderhead.
Our little guy that runs around and you beat him up and he drops gold out of his back.
Yes.
Yes, those guys are fun.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they
look at this
try to
fancy
steal
truck.
it at your campfire. You gotta beat them up and get it back.
Yep. My local arcade actually had this game when I was a kid, so I'm glad I was lucky to have actually played it before.
Yeah,
Fun.
there's a place down the street from me down here that has it too.
Yeah, they had it briefly. Push the start button. You may have to... Alright, so we can select our characters here. Can we only... Okay. Who are you
Be
going to
the
be?
dwarf.
Well, the dwarf in this one rides around on a giant's back, so I'll be him. You can be... I
weird.
don't think you want to be him. He's the healer.
I know. I like him.
Oh, well, if that's what you want.
Here, we'll do this.
Yeah, she's cool. She's from that anime, Monster Musume.
Sure she is.
What was her name in that? I forget that character's name.
Oh, I don't.
Fun show, that. Fun show.
Yes, it is.
Did either of you guys play the 3D Golden Axe that was released on 360 and PS3?
The Beast Rider?
Yeah, that's what it was
that
called,
was
wasn't
bad.
it?
It was actually really
Sorry.
good, but it was only single.
There we go.
Yeah, unfortunate. I played a while, but I didn't
I
get
liked
that
it.
far into it.
I liked it, but it's definitely, it's like a 3D beat 'em up. That's all it is. They tried to do it like
Hey,
God
leave
of
her
War
alone.
copy, which wasn't bad, but it's just, you could just tell you don't need like a classic Golden Axe.
Yeah, it wasn't quite what people wanted. Like, people wanted it to play like Golden Axe. There were a lot of those, like
Ride?
Shinobi, for instance,
How
for
can I
the...
ride something if I'm a horse?
Can you? Try.
I don't know.
But like Shinobi
Turn
for
back into a
PS2 is nothing like real Shinobi, and the Golden Axe Beast Rider was the same way. Well, I'm a guy riding on a guy riding on a guy, so that's pretty cool.
When you ride an animal, Brandy, as the woman horse, you change back into a typical woman.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
like
right. Her
that.
legs disappear.
Fire-breathing praying mantis.
Yeah, centaur. That's what she is. Yes, a fire-breathing praying mantis. So original Golden Axe had mounts, and I don't know if any other games
I
had
didn't
mounts
like it.
before. Oh, I'm sorry, I took it again. My bad. I'm not letting you have a chance. You just stand over it and press attack. So this one has mounts as well, including this praying mantis, which is new. And yeah, it's an impressive game. This is a 32-bit game. Make sure you pick up some magic. Oh, yeah. Come get some magic. Okay. Saraya is the centaur's name in Monster Musume. That's right. She's my favorite character in that.
Oh.
Brandy reminds me of her in some ways, actually. Oh, look! Yeah, look at the magic effect. Did you see that, Tyler? Really cool looking.
Yeah, he turned to stone or something.
Yes.
That kicks butt.
So that was a highlight of the original
Oh.
Golden Axe too. So this game like took what people liked about the original arcade Golden Axe and just built on it. You know, they made it even better. Oh, look, and now I've got a catapult. And there's some.
But
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say there's some 3D effects that will show off soon.
yeah, this kind of backs me up that this just has newer games. Like the older collections, some of your playing would have the original Golden Axes, but this has like a new Golden Axe, a newer Golden Axe.
Yes, but it does have the original as well. But it's nice to have both of them.
Yeah.
I bet you didn't know,
no.
Tyler. There was a Golden Axe one-on-one fighting game as well, which is unfortunately not included on this.
The duel. Yep.
Yeah, it was released on Saturn and no other platform. No, I mean arcade and Saturn and nothing else, and it's never been re-released. How do I do? What
I
is the
do
magic
fire.
button? Let me do a spell on her. I don't know the button. What is the button? Did I already? Oh, I already did mine. That's why.
F and A.
Okay, here we go. 3D effect, slightly. A little bit of scaling at least.
Get him, get him, get him.
Oh, Centaurea, and she goes by Saraya. Gotcha, thank you. Hey, Vlad, good to see you. Where you been, dude?
The thing I don't understand is why on PlayStation 2 they did their Sega Ages version of Golden Axe, which was not good, instead of
She
releasing
said
this.
side saddle. That's funny.
Do you remember that version of
I didn't get to play it, but yeah, it wasn't good, you say? That's a
It
shame.
was okay. I mean, it was animated poorly. It played all right. It just didn't really look as good as it could.
Didn't you tell me that there's a fan game coming of this?
Like, there is one out there, and honestly, I think Sega should swoop those guys up because they're really good.
Neat. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, this is the kind of thing, like, Sega does not make new games in their classic series, right? But they licensed out Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage 4 turned out great, so license out Golden Axe and Shinobi, Sega. Like, let somebody else keep them alive.
You know
Oh,
what
we
I
can
was
pull this
saying?
thing. How do we...
We need to get the guys who did.
we went too far. Oh, there we go.
We need to get the guys who did Streets of Rage 4 to do Golden Axe.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. They're Lizard something. Lizard Cube, is that what the developers
Yeah,
called it?
Lizard Cube, and there was another team.
.mu is the publisher.
Yeah. I included a link there for the story on Golden Axe Returns if you guys want to take a look.
Oh, neat. Okay, we got a boss here, and then we'll switch games.
Okay, so it's Lizard Cube and Guard Crush Games. They should do a new Golden Axe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why not?
I think it'd be
It's
great.
one of the Hammer Brother type guys.
Yep.
There's a dude on a scorpion. Check that out. Do I have any magic? I still don't have any? I think I'm just not pushing the right button or something. What button are you pushing to do magic? Did you earlier?
F.
Well, mine aren't actually labeled. Which one is it?
I think you
That
need to
one?
have a
Okay.
full bar. You need to have a full bar.
Oh, that's the problem. I don't have a full bar. Okay. Ah, crap. So, The Last of Us came out this week. Tyler, why didn't you watch Last of Us? Tyler, are you there? Did his headset die?
I'm here.
Maybe
Can you hear me?
Oh.
They got him.
Now I hear you.
Muted.
Clickers
Can you hear
got
me?
him.
Yeah, I was on mute.
The clickers got him.
Because
Okay.
it was an hour and 20 minutes long. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's like a
"Eh."
movie.
And then I watched Velma instead.
Okay, well, you should give it a shot. I want to talk about
I
it
will.
real quick. So, I'm not familiar with the Last of Us games. Like, I have never, I'm not that into single-player, long, big budget games, so never played it. But, yeah, you can watch the show to get that experience, because it's pretty accurate, I'm told. But the coolest thing to me, well, firstly, it has great actors. Like, the casting is very good. Pedro Pascal from The Mandalorian, he's excellent as the main character.
It was
And-
Killer in Wonder Woman 1984.
Okay, he wasn't so good in that, but is it really his fault that that movie is so bad? Oh,
Yes.
by the way, here we have branching pathways. We're going to stay out of the cave. We'll go to the forest. So you get some extra replay value from that. But anyway, so he's good as the main guy in that. And the production values, though, they're insane. Like, I would say next to the Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power on Amazon, it's the other best-looking TV show of our time. Like, it is so good-looking. Most streaming shows nowadays, they have a lot of green screen backgrounds. Like all the Disney shows, like Mandalorian stuff, they use something called the volume, which is basically a fancy kind of green screen. And like we watched Resident Alien, which I talk about sometimes, a whole lot of those exterior shots are green screened. What else did we watch before that? We watched another show recently. It's just a common thing. Like they save money by doing a lot of green screenage, especially during like since COVID has come around. Like that just increased it. But like this show, it feels like it's all on real sets. Like maybe, I mean, obviously they're probably augmenting with CG a lot of the time, but it all looks real. And there's camera movement, you know, that goes through a hallway or things like that. And it's just not something you get in most streaming shows that are produced nowadays. So I really, really appreciate that about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really well done series. I think some people complaining it was too close to the video games, but that's kind of what we wanted. You know, we wanted something that represented more about the game and kind of introduced it to a new audience. I said, well, I mean, you know, it could have been a lot worse. They could have handed it to Uwe Boll.
Yeah, that guy would get it wrong. Or, I mean, I wouldn't give it to even to Rian Johnson, you know, or somebody like that.
No. Rian Johnson's fine. He makes good mysteries.
Well, he makes good mysteries, yes, but I don't trust him with existing IP. But,
Okay.
I mean, we only have one big example of that. But...
Yeah, I know. We're not going to bring it up because I don't want to get in a fight. So, you know, I'll just... But no, I mean, like, you know, Uwe Boll, he hasn't done anything right with game movies. Like, you could have handed it to somebody that didn't understand or didn't give a hoot about The Last of Us.
Yeah.
It could have made it a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, Uwe Boll, he's just not a good director, period. Like, he cannot direct something well.
No,
Rian Johnson, he's directed good movies. He can make a movie. Like, you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean,
I can't
like,
believe
there's...
you even put them at the same table.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't get an accurate version of the property. You'd get one where there's a lot of his own personal spin, you know what I'm saying? But, like, what people want with these adaptations is something that's like the games, and the show is like the games, and that's what's so cool about it.
I just can't believe some people are complaining about it. It's too much like the games. They're like, how do you have something that's we've never really had? Have you seen Street Fighter? Have you seen Super Mario Brothers, the live-action one? We need something that's more like the games.
Yes, it's refreshing, because there aren't very many close adaptations. I mean, you have, like, there's the original Mortal Kombat movie's pretty good, but it's not that close an adaptation. Silent Hill...
Well, that's because it's PG-13. That's why.
Which is a big part of it, yes. Silent
the
Hill...
2021 version was better.
Ooh, I didn't think so, but...
I liked it, but...
I mean, it's got the violence part, but, like, I really don't like that original character that is in way too much of the movie.
Yeah, that is, but... Oh, you were saying, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Well, Brian mentioned the volume, which is what they use in Disney things, is more than a fancy green screen. It's just, it doesn't... It's better, like, it does look better than regular green screen, but it still rarely looks real. Like, so... I want them to shoot in real environments, real rooms, real things like that. Like, I could tell the difference, and I bet a lot of other people can too, even if they don't harp on it like I do.
I didn't mind it. I liked it. Because they had, what's his name? Is Scorpion, Hiroyuki Sanaka. Or, no, wait, that's not sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, the intro felt like it was from a better movie. Like, it doesn't feel like the rest of the movie. Like, the intro is so good to that Mortal Kombat movie.
I liked it, yeah.
Shall we go ahead and...
Yeah, the new Super Mario movie, that's Nintendo.
Oh, there we go.
So, of course, Nintendo's involved, so they're going to make it officially more like the Mario universe. So
Yes, because after they had a bad experience with the first movie, of course they're not going to get that wrong the second time.
The question is how Chris Pratt is going to come across.
Yeah, I'm still not sold on him.
Jack Black is great. I like Jack Black as Bowser.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I like Jack Black as anything. When we were playing Wonder Boy, I meant to point out Tenacious D has a Wonder Boy song that's the best. It's such a good song.
It's not based on the game, but it's true.
Yeah, it still reminds me of it just because it's called Wonder Boy.
Yep.
Tyler, do you like Tenacious D?
Yes, I do. I really like Tenacious D. Their movie is really funny.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Yeah, Jack Black is kind of he's good. Like it's surprising how good he is. Like, it seems like he would get stale like Will Ferrell did and Jim Carrey did, but he never got as stale as those guys.
Yeah, I think he's just legitimately kind of a comic genius.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, and apparently he's Like when he wants to be on, he's just on, and he can choose to just be the most entertaining guy in the room if he wants, you know.
Yep.
Right.
And that's cool. I wish I could do that. You know, like I mean, I have my funny moments, but I can't just be like super funny consistently like he can.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's why you have us to
he's
help
a
with
movie
this.
star.
That's true. That's why I bring in reinforcements. How about I want to show off Dottori Kun. This is this weird test game. Like it was apparently built as bundled as a test on some arcade, like Sega arcade boards or something. So let's show that off. Tyler says,
dodge them for the Atari 2600.
it could be like that.
It's one where you're going in an opposite direction while you pick up all the dots, and these cars keep switching tracks to try and hit you.
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's exactly.
Am I
what
playing?
this is.
I don't even know if I'm playing. Oh, yeah, we just ran into something.
Maybe switch the track, and you can speed up too.
Yeah, is there a? I don't know which one I'm controlling.
Third one's open.
I feel like this is playing
doing
itself.
The arrow. You're playing the arrow.
But am I actually playing at all? Let's see. Speed up.
Turn around.
I just can't tell what's happening. Like, am I?
Yeah, you can speed up. And
So you said I'm the X? No, I am the arrow.
you're
You're
the
right.
arrow.
Okay, I see it now. Yes, I'm the arrow, and there's the speed up button. Okay.
Hey,
And you say it's the same
Smile.
kind of game? Hello, Heaven Smile. How are you?
It's like Pac-Man.
A little bit. I mean, it's utterly unengaging, I'll tell you, but it's just a nice little inclusion because it's a piece of Sega history. This cabinet could have included... I mean, there's so many games they had to pick from. But, like, Sega had an old submarine game that was on Die Hard Arcade, like, as a bonus game. I wish that had been included. It was actually a cool little submarine game.
Yeah, I like that game too.
Here I
So that
was
We're
praising
giving
how
away
modern
the
these games looked.
Xbox.
Well, they're still going to include some old ones. Okay, we'll try Sega Ninja, sure.
Yeah, it's like one button shoots upward, and then another button shoots the direction
Skill,
you're facing.
8-way,
They released
and
this on
forward.
Master System.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever played it.
Pretty cool. It's like a shooter.
Right on. I don't think so. You know, well, I really don't know. Ask. There's a guy you can ask. Oh, sorry, I was talking to Brandy.
See what it is.
It's Shih Tzu, right? Yeah. What do I do? Princess as. Did you see how they spelled it?
Yeah,
They spelled it
Princess
wrong.
Says.
Good luck, Mongbox.
So yeah, one button shoots upward, and the other button shoots the direction you're facing. So yeah, maybe shoot these guys.
All right. Yeah. Let me try that. Ah.
That's your ninja magic to avoid incoming attacks.
Oh. Okay. Ah,
See what I
I still
mean?
got hit. Dang it.
Dodge.
Okay.
Dodge
Takes
is
a-
ninja magic.
Takes a little getting used to. Give me a break. Okay, that's the always shoot up button. That's a nice option because you can always rely on that. What's that thing? Yeah, this reminds me of Pocky and Rocky, which I reviewed last year, the newer
Oh
one.
yeah, well you'll find power-ups that will give you better throwing stars as you go on.
Nice. There's a
But those
fan, I
just
think.
as
Let's get that.
scorpions.
Okay. They'll chase you around,
Yep,
these bad
that's
guys.
the idea. You don't want to have too many of them chase you around. They throw stars.
Ooh, I got a bigger throwing star. That's some food or something.
The music changes too.
Yeah, I just noticed. Sega Ninja. Seems pretty cool.
It's fun.
What was
I
that?
like this one.
It was ported to the Master System, you say?
Yep. Oh, watch out! These rocks are
They're actually bad guys, being sneaky. That's how ninjas are.
they're sneaky.
Everyone knows it. There's a new Ninja Turtles Power Rangers comic that's already out, that's either out or coming out, and it looks really cool. I never quite finished the older one, but I really enjoyed what I read of it.
Boss coming up.
Oh, yeah, look at that guy.
Shoot him so many times, we'll just get out of the range of his. Yeah. See what I mean?
Did I just beat him?
Good. Yeah, you beat him.
That was easy. What kind of boss
Well-
is that?
He just throws a knife around him, and if the knife hits you, then you're dead.
Gotcha. Yeah, it seems, I mean, it is the same type of game as Pocky and Rocky, and it seems pretty cool.
Fun, yeah.
Ah,
Watch
oh,
out for the guy
just got
behind the
stabbed.
building.
Yeah,
See
way to
that?
go,
Yeah.
Paul.
That's Tyler. I told you to watch out.
That's
He was
true.
right
He's always
there. How did you not see him?
he's always hiding behind a building and surprising the ladies.
Seriously, he's just standing there, be like, I hope a ninja comes along. Did I
Well,
get the kill?
Well, it's just dodging him that was. Oh crap! Okay.
You can go walk all the way to the right and just wait. Yeah, there.
Can I go in the water? Does it hurt me?
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't hurt you. Good.
Nope, doesn't.
Ah, dang it. Throwing star to the face.
It does slow you down.
Okay, everybody, we've been playing the Sega Astro City Mini. This is a mini arcade cabinet from Sega, collection of 37 classic arcade games, some of which have never been released on anything before. Like, it's a really nice lineup. Even Tyler agrees.
Yes, I am impressed. I
Hooray.
expected to be bored by 25 shooters, and I wasn't.
Yes, well, I'm glad they're not all shooters either, and there's several good beat-em-ups, my favorite genre, so that's fun.
Play Dottori Kun.
Oh, not again, Tyler. That we already
Do it.
tried that.
Do it again.
Oh, God. Yeah, so anyway, if you insist,
Now,
this
this is a game with graphics.
you can buy this arcade cabinet from limited run games. Like, it's already released. It's not a pre-order. You can just buy it and they'll ship it to you in a week. It's $130. Pretty dang good value for what you get. And you can buy additional controllers and even a super nice arcade stick for it if you really want. So, yeah, if you like classic arcade games, I highly recommend it. Oh, I better push start or nothing's going to happen. Okay, so, Tyler, thanks a bunch for co-hosting, even though you wanted the night off.
Be here.
Be here? Well, I already am here, Tyler.
I'm happy to be here. Did like all of it get cut off instead of that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Tyler's like, look, all you, just be here.
Here.
If I had to be here, you have to be here.
12 taller headset is not performing well. Who could have believed it?
Okay, also thanks to Galadrius for staying up late with us and sharing your arcade insight.
Be here.
He'd be here too. But also, Brandykatz, thank you for playing along with me and for running the contest in Icky's place.
Not a problem.
Extra special thanks to our subscribers, including Jono, who is the very best, Perfect Zero, who wasn't here today, I don't think, and the rest of them. They're all awesome people. And many thanks to our regular viewers. Our regular viewers are great too. All of you guys keep us going. We love you guys. We'll see you next week. And remember, don't hate, appreciate.
Be here.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Remember, be here.
It'll SOBs.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yes.